Hi everybody, I know it's been 2 weeks since my last video. I'm just gonna, I'm just sorry, my phone popped up something I wanted to check. I've just been going through a lot. I covered that Rick and Morty box, which from what I heard outside of YouTube, it was a hit. Everybody enjoyed it that I know. But last week, um, I left my job. That's just pretty much saying it. I do not, now I'm just saying this for everybody who has a job and is going through difficult times at their job. This was not just a job I started and quit. I've been there for like 2 years. But unfortunately, things went downhill. This is going to be a vent. I'm going to kind of vent a bit, and then I want to do a shout out, and then I want to do a mini haul since I've been gone for 2 weeks, and then I want to do my movie reviews. But if you have a job and especially if you've only been there like 5 to 6 months, 2 weeks notice it. Do not do what I did and leave. Now saying that, don't worry, I got another job and which means I got the same hours and I make $1 more per hour. So that is good. So there'll be more boxes, which I'll be getting a couple. There's 2 boxes I have in mind, and they should, if I order them Friday, I should have them by the end of this month. So we still, more likely, yes, there will be a couple unboxing, and if for some reason one of them is not scheduled to come by the end of this month, I'll buy a mystery box off the internet. I already saw some off of Etsy. There's one I was going to get, but I just saw it and I read a review I didn't like, so I was like, nah, I'm not even going to touch it. But for you guys, I'll do that. I know. For subscribers I do have, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe, and please check out my other videos. I'm very happy with them. I want to do an update every 3 months, and it's been about 3 months since I've had this channel. Maybe a little longer. Probably longer. Yep, yeah. I did my first video in December, and February, so yeah, I want to try to keep a 3-month follow-up every 3 months. But like I said, I left my job. I got a better job. But last week I was very depressed because I worked there 2 years. Reason why I quit was scheduling and pay. They weren't going nowhere. The situation was being reasonable. I just had enough. And I made an immature decision, which luckily did not come back, knock on wood, to bite me in the butt. But yeah, I was depressed last week, and I really was not in the mood to make this video. I just wasn't. It was one of those movies I would be there, I would not be into it. But now I'm back up and running, and I'm actually doing something different today, which I'm very happy about. But I also want to give a shout out to the Sloth Lord show. Yeah, the Sloth Lord show. He is actually the one that has made the Ghoul Attack logo that is like my profile picture. He made that for me, and then he made this thumbnail. He is I think he's amazing. It's the kind of style I want. I love it. If you want me to get you in contact with him, I'm pretty sure there's some way I can do that to make your thumbnails. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. I'm trying to build him up too. That way he can start making something off this channel. Like I said in my on my YouTube profile, I'm pretty much doing this for fun, but everything I do, I want to make something of it, and that's what I'm trying to do, and which is the reason why I'm doing these movie reviews, because, unboxings are fun. I love unboxings. I want to keep on doing them, no matter what. But I want to add more. I don't want to just be hauls and unboxing. That seems kind of... I want to branch out more. If you have any ideas, like I said, I'm slowly building this up. It's going to be, I'm using my phone as a camera. I'm starting from the bottom, the very bottom. But I will be slowly building this channel up as much as I can. It might take some time, but you know what? I'm a patient person, and I'm very good at keeping every section of my life on that section. Now unfortunately, if I get a paycheck, it's not that low. It's low. I can't get boxes. Maybe, like I said, at least 2 boxes a month. You know, I want to try. That's my goal, and this month ain't over yet, so knock on wood again, I guess. But I got the shot out of the way. But let's get on to the mini haul. Mini haul, I decided I was going to do on a separate video, but I decided to do it in this video because it's been 2 weeks, and me personally, I believe I should be doing a video a week. You know, that's something I should do. It's like I live by myself. I'm a single guy, you know, who has a good job now. My last job was okay, but there were some issues that kind of helped push me out the door. If you don't mind, I want to roll up my sleeves. It's kind of warm in here. It's starting to hit spring. And the heater in my apartment building is just one control, so it controls the whole heat for the building, and it's kind of hot in here. So excuse me, but don't worry, I will not take my shirt off. But okay, let's get into the mini haul. First off, I want to say I'm just gonna get what's on my wrist. This is a Thorns of Jesus crown. I'm not religious at all, but I do have a light and a dark side, which I express, but this, I believe, it was very cool, and it symbolizes the good in me, I would say. And then I got my rings right here. Now, how should I do this here? How about that? That is a skull ring. Now, the reason why I like going to flea markets, they're very cheap, and you can find odd things. Like, I went to this one guy, he was trying to sell me horror memorabilia, but I only had one paycheck. You know, and it wasn't that grand. So I was like, God, dude, if I want to get these, he was trying to sell me horror figurines. I'm like, dude, you're selling these for 40, 50 bucks, but look at the condition. They're horrible. I told him, it's like, what I would give you wouldn't be worth your time. And he just kind of shook his head and went on his way. But get on to the rings. This is a skull ring kind of clawed by something. It's very cool. You know, it's on my middle finger because, if someone makes me mad, I want him to flip him off in style, let's just say. But it's very cool. It has a skull, and it looks like it has, like, claws coming to grasp it. And then I got this, and I really like this because it's a door hanger. It's like a door hanger, but it's a wolf. And if you kind of look at the edges right here, it has a pentagram, which reminds me of something I got for my birthday years ago. The clock is broken. Actually, yeah, I gotta fix that. The clock is broken, but it is a wolf behind a pentagram. Pinnacle, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a pinnacle if it's facing up. It's a pentagram if it's facing down. I want to call it pinnacle because that sounds about right. I'll put that up later, back up later, But that's what I got. It reminded me of that, and I thought that was very cool, especially since I have another thing of it. And, of course, I bought movies. Oh, I gotta grab something real fast. I want to knock the movies out of the way before I get to the two things that are not movies. But like I said, I got these very cheap. I mean, I got these. These were originally $20 each, but I got them for $5 a piece. I think I got a good deal. He said because most people's fingers can't fit that. I looked at him and says, well, this is going to fit around my ring finger, and that will at least fit the middle. Like, I can't wear it to work or nothing because of that, but it's something flashy to walk around town with. My middle finger. So I said, I'll buy two. Now, these movies, I want to get to the first one. First off, Amityville Horror. I got this. I got the new one already, and it's probably, I plan on in the future selling mystery boxes. I really am. I just gotta figure out what I want to put them, how much I'm going to sell them. It's going to be a few months. But, that's something I'm going to do in the future because, I got a lot of stuff that I don't need but it's too good to throw away. So why not sell it? It'll make someone's day. And mystery boxes are awesome. I love a surprise. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of Christmas in my own way. Especially if you get like horror, whatever, pro wrestling. Which I've thought about getting a couple boxes of that. But then what really made me want to buy it was it has the original Amityville Horror. Which, surprisingly, I watched it when I was a kid, but I never saw it. I don't remember it at all. So it's going to be something that I am going to enjoy, and I believe I should watch since I'm definitely doing a horror channel. just saying that, just because I haven't watched Amityville Horror does not mean I have not seen some horror movies. I've seen quite a bit. Actually, the stand my phone's standing on is just horror movies I still got to review. It's about that high. And there's more lurking around here. Probably about 20 more. Yeah, I got a lot of reviews I need to do. But going on, this Wishmaster 3, it wasn't the one I was wanting. I think I was looking for Wishmaster 4, but I do not have Wishmaster 3. So that's pretty cool. Wishmaster 3, I got the first two, definitely. I got the first two. I love it. I have to review it still. So, you know, this is probably gonna be on my next review video. I might even start one tonight for the heck of it. I got nothing to do. Alright, but yeah, that is Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell, 3 Wishes, 1 Nightmare. Sounds awesome. Next, and of course, you can guess from my shirt, Slayer. And I don't have no band posters. I had a Cradle of Filth one, but yeah, when I got into Norwegian black metal, that was like a big no-no for some reason. But this is somebody I grew up with, and I'm very happy I found it, and I got it for quite a deal. Marilyn Manson's God, Guns, and the Government Tour. I have tried to watch this, but you know, I was having a couple beers. Well, I think I tried watching the night I left my job, and I was like depressed, so I got a couple beers, So I was kind of buzzed when I was watching this, and I ended up falling asleep because I only had like 3 hours of sleep the night before. That's one of the reasons why I left, working 9 to 10 days and then had to leave in it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't rant like that. You guys are not interested in that. But this is Marilyn Manson. Got some dog hair on it. Sorry. My dog's shedding. It's going in spring, so she's shedding her winter fur. But God's Gun and the Government Tour, Marilyn Manson, he's from, okay, I'm going to tell you, he's from the state I live in, not the county or the city, but, that's kind of cool. He's a pretty intelligent dude from what I can tell. He really, like, when they tried blaming him for Columbine, he actually said what was true. He wouldn't sit down, he wouldn't say nothing, he'll just listen to him, and that's honestly sometimes you gotta do. But that's something else, And then this is pretty cool because I found at the flea market, and I have not seen this DVD anywhere. It's House and House 2. Now, we all know in the latest Fright Crate, the February Fright, well, it was released in the end of January. Wait. No, it was released at the end of December, and we got it in February, so it'd be the February Fright Crate. No, January, you know what I mean. The only Fright Crate video I got, January Fright Crate, I bet. But, here it goes, House and House 2. Once again, gotta review them now. But, this is pretty cool because, out of the last Fright Crate, well, shoot. Out of the Fright Crate we got Big Ben. That is cool. Now I got the movie, and I got a memorabilia, so that is definitely staying with me for a while. But yeah, there we go. And then the last two things, before I get to the not so horror but pretty cool thing, I got this zombie, and what it is, you take the head off. It's an ashtray. I do smoke. I do not condone it. I actually, maybe if this job is good enough, I'm planning on switching to vaping sometime in the future to help wean me off smoking. But yes, I do smoke, and I am a chain smoker, so not really bad. I do not condone it. It is a cool ashtray, but then again, if you buy something like this, you don't have to put ashtray. You can put spare change in it like they do at the gas station or whatnot. Heck, if you have a store, buy something like this. Oh, you got some pennies? Stick it in the head. Now, this is something I really need, because I walk around town because I do not have a car, nor do I drive. Yeah, that's another issue that is for another day. I might hit on it. I'm probably not, because, I don't want this channel to be a rant or video channel, rant or venting channel. But this, let's just show you. It's a flashlight. Sorry, I don't mean to blind you. But more importantly, when I'm walking, make sure it's on. Yes, a taser. Now, I usually carry a knife, but, you know, knife people are usually like, well, I'll just knock that in hand. You throw one of these out, and then most people back off, you know, because you get tased, and you really made somebody mad, they're going to kick your butt when you're on the ground. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, the mini haul, I am going to do these randomly. Yep, I'm shuffling them on the ground so I do not see. And I want to give you my reviews of the movies. Like I said, you can probably see it in my thumbnail. The movies I review were Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Vacancy, and Zombieland 2. Now, I know Zombieland ain't really a horror movie, but it has zombies in it, so it's a horror comedy at least. Alright, let's see which one we got. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. When I first got this movie, I had this movie for a couple months before I decided to watch it through. I could not get to the beginning. The beginning seemed kind of dumb, in my opinion. You know, aka spoiler alert for all these films. You do not want to know what's going on, because I am going to give details of what goes on in the films. Please press the back button, watch something else, watch another video on my channel. But, you know, it really turned me off. I want to give him a second to click off. You haven't seen this? Alright, it really turned me off when they did the dog crap. I was like, I'm not a toilet humor person. I hate it. Even though, like Rick and Morty, of course, that was a mystery box. I did not know I am not a toilet humor person. So that kind of turned me off. But as I was watching this show, as I got into it, I realized, you know, I mean, a book that forms stories and then brings to life, and, you know, it's not graphic, really. It's rated PG-13 for terror, violence, disturbing images, thematic, whatever, elements, language, including racial implications, and brief sexual references. Not really, don't really breathe into the last one. But as I was watching it, I was really getting into it. I mean, you're watching it, and it's not something that, I won't lie, it's not something that really puts you on the edge of your seat, but it does draw you in. It really does draw you in. And what really got me was the Red Room with the pale lady. You know, the kid, he's walking, he cannot escape. No matter how he turns left, it's closer. He turns right, it's closer. He turns forward, everywhere he goes, it's closer. And when it finally gets him, it draws him in. And it's just like, oh my god, that is awesome. And the makeup or the effects of these monsters, Harold, the Jangly Man, you know, the freaking spiders, were awesome. I mean, they really captured the images of the books, which I used to read when I was a kid, which I want to start. I want to try to get the whole collection, book by book by book, not just buy one of those thick ones that have them all in. And, yeah, reread them, because, you know, and I like the way they connected it, because you can't really just say, well, they could have made it a, bloody hell, I should know this, freaking anthology book. I mean, movie. I mean, they could have done that, but they went by a different connection by bringing a book that actually does this together. So as I was watching, I was just like, yeah. And the kids die, obviously, or at least they implied they died, and they leave off with a possible sequel. I gave this movie, let me look at my book, because I did make some notes. I believe I gave it, I gave it 4 stars, because it was hard to get to the beginning, and the acting was kind of generic. But yes, 4 stars for this movie, what that means is, it's going on my shelf, and I can see myself buying memorabilia of it. Now, okay, I gotta really shuffle these, because I want to be fair about this. I mean, I don't want to pick the best one against the worst one. Alright, Zombieland 2. Alright, I gotta show this again, because this movie was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was funny. It had horror zombies, you know, and what really got me, one of the things that got me about this movie is, like, I was a Left 4 Dead fan. I'm not a video game person at all. I will say that out. I will play some horror games. Me and my little brother are talking about doing a horror game for this channel and his channel. I cannot remember his name of his channel right off the bat, but in the future I'll give him a shout out. But yeah, but I told him, has to be horror, man. It's gotta be horror. Yeah. But Left 4 Dead, they had types of zombies, and I am totally into that. Really into that. You know, I thought that's awesome. You know, you got the the Hawking, the Homer, and that superior Terminator in Terminator 2. So I was really into that, and then it's funny. I mean, Woody Harrelson really kept. I cannot remember his name. There's states I just cannot remember. Tallahassee really kept him into character, and actually gave him like a father figure, because you know Columbus, and not Little Rock. Little Rock's the little girl, and Little Rock's older sister were going to hook up, and they end up doing. You know, they go through relationship problems, whatnot. But he comes off to a father figure to Little Rock, which I thought that's cool. And which Little Rock, I like the fact they try to give her a love interest, because, you know, zombie apocalypse, you know, that's going to happen. When is that going to happen? So they add a little bit of romance into it, and then they add a little bit of sex into it with let me remember her name. I want to get it right, because alright, I'm sorry, I just gotta get this. Little Rock, yada yada yada. Yeah, so, alright. Madison, yes, it was Madison, and yeah, there was some sexual references in it. You know, it makes the movie more interesting, which kind of cleans you in, because then more drama's added, because here comes Little Rock's older sister. I wish I could remember her name. I will remember later when I'm not making this video. But, and here comes that, and then, like I said, spoiler alerts. There's spoilers all out through this video. Then it appears that Madison dies. She doesn't. That kind of drew me in, because they just brought a new character, and here they are killing them off. What is this, The Walking Dead? Which would have been funny as a reference, but they end up finding out she doesn't. You know, and then they meet the big zombie, the Terminator X whatever, Superior. I'm just going to call it the Terminator zombie. Superior Terminator zombie. And it adds more drama, and as the movie goes on, it's funny, it's hilarious. You know, they bring back Madison, who apparently did not get bit by a zombie, but just had an allergic reaction to the peanuts she was eating. But at the end, really got me, because here comes these swarm of Terminator zombies to a place called Babylon, and, well, of course, you know, they're running and all that, and of course Tallahassee's about to leave, and by the way, he has a love interest too, which was cool, but he's about to leave, go on his own thing, but he turns back, and you kind of think at the end he's going to die. He's jumping off this cliff, you think he's going to jump off this cliff to save all these people, but he doesn't, and it was really awesome, you know, because then he ends up not dying, because there's a rope right there or whatever. And like I said, it really drew me in to the point where I watched it a few times. I'm probably talking about it. Makes me want to turn off the Walking Dead 8th season off and watch it after I get done with this, in which I probably will. But yeah, that was a total of 5 stars. I hope they make another one. That means this is going on my shelf, of course. And yeah. It's going on my shelf, and I'm into it. Want another one. I want to see a sequel. I want more. I want memorabilia of it. It's awesome. I suggest it to everybody. Awesome. Horror comedy of the year so far. Which there aren't that many out there. And if they are, they suck. But most of the time. But let's get on to the last one, which I was not a fan of. Vacancy. Starts out, of course, when they're breaking down. You know, you kind of guessed that, but I started not to judge. But, oh, by the way, 5 stars. But they break down and they go to a hotel. First, they pick up a hitchhiker, or a hitchhiker comes to them. Really creepy guy, and then the hotel clerk is creepy. You can already tell something bad is going to happen, and that it kind of gives away the hotel clerk knows it. I really want to think they'd be that inconspicuous, but they were. So I was like, oh crap. You know, I was hoping they wouldn't do that. Maybe even I was hoping they would kill us. One of the killers were actually from the hotel, because you know you can obviously tell from the trailer that it's about a couple that goes to a hotel, and the hotel people kill them. Well, try to, I should say, but ends up not that good. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. That's the reason why I got me a drink. It's orange juice. But yeah, and it goes on. Only thing I liked about it is that they get to the action right there. Once they get in that hotel room, stuff starts going down. And as they watch the video, and all of a sudden there's a bam, bam, bam on the door. They open the door, no one's there, you know. And all of a sudden, you know, and they start getting attacked. And for some reason and as the movie goes on, you know, they think they're going to get saved by this trucker, or they try to save a trucker from checking the motel, but the trucker's with them, with the killers. And of course we find out the motel clerk, whatever, is in on it. Who could have figured? The creepy guy. Who would have figured? I mean, come on, people. Why not? If I was the director of this movie, I'll be like, okay, we're going to have a group of gang members sneak into the other room beside the hotel, or we're just going to have some random people. You know what? Even cut out the video part, and they're just going to try to massacre the hotel. Maybe even, you know, make vacancy. Hey, there's one vacancy left. The whole other hotel rooms are full. Kill all those people. Kill the hotel clerk. Might sound brutal, but it would have been a better horror movie. Because, you know, as you know, and it got weird. I mean, literally, they find a tunnel under their motel room. I mean, come on. To escape? I mean, you should have went out there they should have went out there balls blazing and make some manufactured weapons. You know, that's what I would have did, or I would have guessed to do. Of course, if there's a tunnel, that's an easy escape. You know, even though I went to another, I only watched this once, and like I said, I really wasn't attracted. I had to make note after note after note, because it was making me fall asleep. But yeah, it was not good. And of course, you know, the husband gets hurt. He doesn't get killed. You know, if they would have did that, it made it more dramatic. Yeah, I'm just going to end this right now, because it ends way suspect. They get busted, they escape, killers die. But yeah, it was like I said, the only thing that redeemed that a little bit was the fact they started the action right there once they practically got into the motel room. But I ranked this 2 stars. But now that I'm actually talking about it, I'm knocking it down a star. This was a 1-star movie. You know, 2 stars, I was like, what am I going to do with this? No, literally, what am I going to do with this? I'm not going to throw it away. Bought it for $1. Probably what I want to do is when I make this make my mystery boxes, this is going to be in it. And if you are a subscriber to the channel and you end up buying a mystery box for me in a few months, I will sign this for you. It might not, signature might not mean that, but here you go. So I'll sign it, send it. I'll even tell you it's in the box. I want it gone. I want it, you know, even if I get 50 cents for it, I want it gone. I'm not going to throw it away. It'd be a waste of a DVD, whatnot. Let someone else review it. But yeah, those are my horror movie reviews. Keep in touch. Like I said, I will be getting the Aki Bento box. And I still plan on doing that video with my little brother and sister, Munch Pack. You know, I plan on buying the big one. Maybe. If I plan on getting a few boxes and trying a new box. Maybe. This is all big maybes. I haven't got my paycheck yet, and I haven't added this all up. Alright? But there will be at least, I want to try for 2 more boxes. If I can't get if I know I'm going to get the Aki Bento, but some reason I can't get the Munch Pack. I'll either get a $20 one, or I'll just buy a freaking mystery box. But thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'm sorry this video is long. Like I said, I haven't had a video in 2 weeks, and I thought this would be appropriate. Alright, you guys have a good one. Like and subscribe. You know you want to. Cool Attack